It's episode 1 of Fried Footy. We're getting fried. We're talking footy. I'm with my boy, Brad, Chuck. I'm Rodney. Fellas, what's going on? How are we doing? I know we had a lot of soccer this weekend, including Real Madrid. We'll get to Manchester City later.
It just feels good. You know, it's just a good day to be a City fan, you know? Most days are also a good day to be a City fan, but, you know,
all right,
today's another.
2 straight by wins against 2 scrub teams, and we'll get to that. The big
Tottenham would kill for a win, but I'll let you continue.
The real news of European soccer right now is Real Madrid versus Barcelona. I have takes coming off that game. I know Chuck has takes coming off that game. I'm going to be a good man and let Chuck lead it off. Talk to me, Chuck. What did you love about that game?
So, because, as you said, you know, we talk a lot of Premier League here, but there's other leagues, there's other footy going on around the world, and all eyes should have been on El Classico this weekend. I think we can all agree on that. Or Barcelona whoop that ass good. But my biggest takeaway was Lamine Yamal. Say it with me. Lamine Yamal. Listen, the greatest player on the earth.
Whoa.
Is a 17-year-old. I'm just saying. On the earth. Listen, the greatest player playing footy on the earth right now might be a 17-year-old. Wow. Listen. Just hear me out. Hear me out. That boy is different. Scored a goal yesterday. Player in El Clasico do that 17 years in 100 days. The boy can barely drive. Assist in the Euro finals. Youngest player to do that. Listen, the boy is nasty, and by the time we get to this end of the season, we're going to have some real discussion about who the best player in the world is.
Okay, before we get to best player in the world, are we sure he was even the best player in that game? Are we sure he's better than Vinicius?
Well, Vinicius, you tell me where he was yesterday.
It's just one game. It's just one game.
Hold on. So, see, this is. I don't like when we do this. I don't like when someone has a great game and we have an agenda, we push it, and when someone has another great game and we try to diminish my agenda. The boy assisted and scored. He's 17. He should be graded on the curve. So, Vinicius, I love you, my boy. And give me the picture with him. And you know what? Put the picture. Talk to you. Play the Mace video. Let Mace talk to him.
We're not your little niggas. Like, for real. All that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems.
It's me and Lamine. Listen, Lamine, we on the block. We like Mbappe. We don't respect y'all. Like me and Nico. Listen, and when we get Nico, man, listen. Don't. Hey.
Okay, but my thing is, I'm cautious. I just want to be a little bit cautious because, and this is what my take is actually, is that I don't want him to go down the Mbappe path of being someone who was graded on a curve, graded somewhat on potential when we talk about best players in the world. And then we get to the point where, you know, you're 22, 23, 5 years, 6 years later, and we're like, you probably should be a little bit better than you are. Because right now I'm looking at Mbappe, and everyone told me he was the clear-cut best player in the world. He was on the same track we're talking about Yamal right now. And then I see him against Barcelona, and he's had 8 offsides. I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Look, man, it was crazy.
Partially, he's playing out of position. I get it. But if you're an attacker, and you're supposed to be the best attacker in the world, the fall-off shouldn't be that great when you're playing around great players and you change from the outside to the center. That's all I'm saying. So I just don't want to put the expectations that we put on Mbappe, and now look how hard I'm grading Mbappe. I have to. Look how much he went for in transfer. Look at all the hype that went around him. I have no choice but to grade him on the highest scale possible. I don't want to grade Jamal 17, 18 years old on that scale. Like, let's give the guy some time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's trying to live his life, and we're already putting all this expectation, all this pressure on him. I see it happen to Mbappe. I see it happen to Neymar as well, someone who had that crazy hype, and I don't think they ever quite lived up to it. You know what I mean? Like, we were giving him LeBron hype, and I wouldn't consider either of them the LeBron of soccer.
And I respect that. Listen, it's messy, and this is a high bar to climb. It's a very high bar to climb. But I'm trying to tell you, 2026, you know where that World Cup is, right? On American, U.S., North American soil. And when that joint come here, let's get into a Final Four. Let's be in a championship game. And let's see, and just let me let you know, be coming back to this, and the agenda will be ringing off tremendously. And that's all I'm saying. Because here's the thing, you are right. But Mbappe, to his credit, done the thing that you would think he needs to have done to be considered the World Cup. Been the best player in the best league.
Oh, whoa. Time out. He's not been the best player in the best. Stop there. Whoa. Time out.
Okay.
He's been the best player in the World Cup he won. I mean, but Lamine Yamal, the thing about Lamine Yamal is no one saw this coming. I think that's the craziest part is we heard about Neymar for years. There was videos of Neymar. He was like LeBron, honestly. Lamine Yamal, it just happened fucking overnight. And now he looks like something like a version of Saka, but kind of twice as good, you know? The amount of creativity he has, the dribbling tricks he has also, it's just fun to watch him. But he creates these offensive chances out of nothing. You know, and Real Madrid is the best defensive team on earth, and he shredded them. Even if he didn't have all the goals, like Lewandowski got 2 goals. The thing that you watch in those games is Lamine Yamal is opening up the passes in the middle of the field. That's starting to create the chances, right? He assists. It's crazy. Best player in the world? I don't know. I think. Mbappe still
Who's your best player? Who's your best player in the world?
I think it's Mbappe, but I think we got a Derek Jeter, A-Rod situation, bro, where Mbappe plays Vinicius' position, but that's Vinicius' team, you know? So you're not coming to Vinny's team and taking the left wing, no matter who you are. They put Mbappe in as the single striker, bro. He never plays that way. He doesn't play that way for France. He never played that way at PSG. So you're putting him in this position, and he has 8 offsides, and it's why the fuck do you think he's offsides? This guy is not used to making these runs. He's used to be on the wing, getting very different types of passes. So it's going to be a battle, though, because, they have to eventually try to let him play his real position, right?
Well, if he's as good as he's advertised, he should figure it out at striker, if you ask me.
Yeah, before we get Brad, I need your best player in the world now, Rodney.
Damn, best player in the world?
Is it for this weekend? You know?
No, but see, that's the thing. This is where we get into the whole NBA. With the championship, are you the best player or the best? It's no. How are you guys judging it? If it is the best player are you the best club player? Are you the best player when it comes to that? What are you guys judging for the best player? So I'm asking now. I'm seeing on the international and the club level, peak, if not the best player on the pitch, the most impactful.
Yeah.
And now going a Champions League stage, and now in another season. That's what I'm saying. So I'm asking you guys with that, with Euros, with Hong Kong, whatever you want to decide, who is your best player in the world?
You know, I was gonna say Mbappe, but honestly, right now I can't say that, right? Because they're playing him in a role that I don't think he's good in. And that offside stat, he got caught offsides 8 times. All of last year, Erling Haaland was caught off 6 times. That's crazy. That's a lot of chances that you gave away in one game. He's still amazing, but something's broken there right now, clearly.
I'm gonna hate to say this as a Man City hater, but if we're talking about impact and winning, I'm gonna the best player in the world right now, De Bruyne. To be totally honest, their run in the Premier League has been unmatched at least in my lifetime, and to be the engine of that, it means something to me. that moves the needle to me. There's a level of consistency. Now, granted, he gets hurt. Now we turn these injury sliders off. It'd be even a different conversation. But so it's a debate, and I don't love to say it, but when you have a guy like Haaland that's depending on you the way he does, we see the on-off numbers with a guy like Haaland. And again, at the end of the day, like Man City, whatever you want to put around it, like they win, and he's their best player. So at some point, you just got to respect the best guy on the best team.
Yo, I love that answer. That's so much better than what I was gonna say, and I'm jumping on board. He is, because like the thing is that you have all these teams. Listen, you got all these teams that have amazing attackers.
I had to go for Brad.
I was wishing you had Salah right there. You could have just did. Yeah, there was a couple places you could have went, but you did that. But
yeah, you got me. You took mine. I wasn't even going there. To be honest, though.
First, you answered first and said Mbappe. Please.
No, I said not Mbappe, but then I didn't really finish. So.
You said Mbappe first.
I don't want to hear that. No, I don't want to. I didn't take shit. You took it from me.
I had regrets.
Give me Brad. Brad, let me get your take, man.
All right, it's been a really tough couple of years for Manchester United. It's like the way
Why?
It's like the way it's sort of like the way you have like a friend and they've been really going through it for a little while and you're like, all right, I don't want to be too mean, but I think I finally figured out what's happening. I think the coach Erik ten Hag, I think he's trying to get fired. I think right now what's happening is he wants to leave Manchester United with every dollar, and he's trying to sabotage himself. It's the only explanation I can come up with for what we saw this week, what we've seen this season. Like I'll give you an example. On Wednesday they were playing the 4th best team in Turkey. This game is a winnable game. This is the European competition they're in, not the Champions League. It's the fucking B League. And Bruno Fernandes, who is their number 10, their attacking midfielder, the fucking engine to everything creatively, he got a red card last game, so he's out, right? On the bench, they got this guy Ahmad, who's been the best young player in the Man United system for like the whole year. Ahmad who was man of the match at Southampton this past fall, and then he had the winning goal against Liverpool in the FA Cup final last year. Ten Hag fucking refuses to play him in any way of consistency. This game comes up, and it's like, all right, he's definitely got to play Ahmad. Ahmad's in the last year of his contract. He can go somewhere else, and he's a really valuable prospect. Of course he's going to play him. Who does he fucking play? He plays a defender, a right back. Damn, fucking ambulance. The sounds of New York. Mad annoying. Welcome to New York. He plays a guy named Mazraoui. Mazraoui is a right back, a defender. This guy has played 9 minutes in his career as a number 10. 9 minutes. But Ten Hag said that when all he met him, he was a number 10, knows how to play. Puts him at central attacking mid, keeps Ahmad on the bench. And what happens in the game? Mazraoui doesn't do a fucking thing. Nothing, does nothing. They put Ahmad in with 2 minutes left. And Ahmad looked like he wanted to kill him, standing on the sideline like he was fucking playing him. And he came in and made like 2 chances right away. They ended up tying with the 4th best team in Turkey. And, just again, it's just this dude has to be trying to get fired. Why would you not play this attacker? It's because he's trying to sabotage himself. And I think he might be a diabolical genius, and I respect him. Get your bag, Erik ten Hag. Get yourself fired. I want you out in the Maldives, living good. You get all that money. Keep making these terrible... You're doing great at making terrible decisions. You're one of the best all time.
Are you done?
I'm done.
You done?
Need a little tea. I'm done. Yeah.
Well, wait. We do this. I feel like at this point, this is just like not a good manager. Like we understand that. Like I don't know what. Like I'm really trying to get to the bottom of like now we're getting into tactical decisions that the whole world knows. Like you ain't saying nothing that nobody in the world can really say. That's what I want you to explain. Explain to me what actually is this? Is your
I have a genuine theory. I'm telling you honestly. I think he's trying to get fired. Like you think I'm bullshitting? I'm not bullshitting. I want you to watch this. No. I want you to watch this. You guys smell bullshit. I want you to watch this and let me know. Like, is this a man who is trying to keep this job right now? Because it doesn't sound that way to me.
6 of the last 8 European games you've taken the lead but failed to win those games. Why do you think that is? Is there, I know it's different games, it's conceding in different ways, but is there an underlying issue with these European games in particular?
First of all, we're doing very well.
We're doing very well. That's your new start? Bro, we're doing very well.
This is after Wednesday's game, correct?
This is after Wednesday game. My brother, I got a stat that I have to give you, which is Manchester United has 11 points from 9 games in the Premier League right now. The last time they had 11 points from 9 games was 1973, and they got fucking relegated. This guy is the biggest disgrace that has ever been part of this team.
No, get this guy off the screen.
He's out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, like, is this just make fun of the?
No, he's trying to get fired. You listened to him there. When you heard him there, that sounds like a dude.
I'm not gonna lie. My favorite thing about that is when he kind of looks, when he kind of like kicks off to the side, like he's on the offense, like he's like, yeah, like what the fuck. But listen, man, leave us alone, man. Stop.
I'll stop. I one more clip, but then I'll stop. This is him trying to explain what happened with playing the defender instead of a mod.
And how did you think Noose did as number 10? And was there any consideration in starting Ahmad or bringing Ahmad on earlier than he did coming in the game?
I know Noose is very capable to play in that position. I knew he had the abilities to fill that role. And then you can always move him back and also there.
He didn't play brilliant.
He's doing well, but also we have to reward the performances of Anthony Dos Santos in training. He's training
how did we get there?
In training.
He's a threat.
Know what they're going on in training?
Every training. So
No one is a threat in every training. Anthony had 1 goal and 1 assist in the entire season last year. But he paid $80 million for him, so he's got to make sure he gets his chances, and that's what that dude's focused on.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. The guy didn't even ask him about Anthony, so I really don't know what agenda he's pushing. I do want to say, and again, I'm just saying things that I don't want to say but have to be said. Switching the topic off Man U to another team that is very disappointing, and that was Tottenham. Right. I saw a stat today. They've won 3 road games in all of 2024 in Premier League, which is that's
my brother.
I'm past blaming Ainge. I think he's a good coach. This is a player's issue. I mean, I know Son was out.
My brother, you told us last week they were going to finish top 4. Like, you got
top 4.
Look, they can still finish top 4. I'm not off that. It's not even halfway through the season. I'm not off that. That's not what I'm saying.
Let's pause. I just want to pause right here. You said they could win top 4. Last week, you said they will win top 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not an expert in the English language, but those words seem to have a slight different meaning, my friend.
They still can. They will. They can. Both things are true. 2 things can be true. One statement doesn't take away from another. Like, what do you mean? I came here to vent about this weekend. You guys are not last weekend. I'm sure
it's interactive therapy. It's interactive therapy, you know?
All right. Hey, hold on. Before you finish. Last time have cost us money. Ask Brad. We had a beautiful leg.
Yeah.
All we need is Solanke. All we need is
Solanke just...
stop betting on Solanke. He's not.
Yeah, it's quiet. It's quiet. I don't know what the hell. But he was amazing at Bournemouth last year.
Yeah, he's not, because again, the real issue is Madison has been very mid. That's been the real issue. I mean, that's the whole reason Kulusevski even had to go to the midfield to begin with. He hasn't been great. Crystal Palace is very mid. They had a lot of chances, but they sucked, so they only scored once. I watched this game this week. I saw the game. They had a lot of chances, but they only scored once. I mean, they shanked a couple wide open ones. It was bad. But Tottenham, they just looked like they didn't want to be there. They didn't want to be there.
Y'all had a few chances too, so
Crystal Palace had way more chances, way more quality chances, way more chances than
Son was out, right?
No, Son was out, but Son
is a big deal. That's a big deal.
Well, it is a big deal, but the energy level, it didn't seem disinterested. They honestly just didn't seem like they wanted to be there.
I think that Tottenham to me is in a similar position to Arsenal with Son and Saka in that same spot where if those guys are in the game, the offense is really different. Like Saka back today with Arsenal, man, they looked like they had a threat the whole time against Liverpool. And before, they were toothless. So I think Tottenham, honestly, I think it's still the problem is they're missing Son. Now that's what happens when you fucking rely on a 33-year-old. Chuck, how old are you, Chuck?
32.
How's your body feeling?
Boy, it's not the body it used to be. I tell you that.
Right. I think it is forgiven son. You know, he's been playing Premier League games for the past 10 years. So yeah, I think it's tough, man. That's your key, and he's on his way out.
On his way out is a reach. He's still very good. On his way out is a reach. But
he's in the De Bruyne category. He just gets hurt like all the time.
Well, he wasn't even hurt. This was just like maintenance because they thought that they could just beat Crystal Palace without him, which they should have done. But all the replacements, you know, whether it be Werner, whether it be Richarlison, like they aren't good. They aren't good. The only guy who has been pretty consistent is Brennan Johnson. He didn't have a great game. They got Solanke. I'm gonna give him some grace because he's still, you know, trying to ingratiate himself with the team. But the guys who've been here for an extended period of time, Maddison, Richarlison, just mid. It just looked like they looked like I cared more about the loss than they did. That's what it looked like. I cared more than them. I don't think it looked like they were chilling. They were cool, and like the check still cashing, so it didn't make a difference. That's how they played.
They know they finish in top 4, bro.
Well, shit, maybe it's this is
So real quick, just to circle back one more time. They will finish top 4. Is that what's being said this week again?
Yeah, they'll finish top 4. I didn't say anything that wavered from last week. Y'all brought up last week. Nothing that I said it was discounting last week.
No, nothing you said, but you are as confident because it went from will to could, and those are two different things.
Will and can. It's both.
No. Will and can. Yes.
My
will
God.
and could are different.
Those are two separate statements that are both true.
Yo, Rodney could be a scammer. Rodney's the wiggling, man. Like
Both of
the
those.
will and can.
If you will do something, that means you can do it. What's the issue?
Okay, but good. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to can. Will and could.
I said they will. I didn't say they won't. I never said they won't.
We're gonna hold you to the will. We're gonna hold you to the will.
That's fine.
All right, real quick, we got a new segment that we're gonna try out on episode 1. So I guess it's a new segment no matter what. It's called the Rumor Mill, and you guys need to say this is believable or it's bullshit. All right. So the first rumor that has been found on Twitter, shout out to Mundo Deportivo, ya tu sabe, is that Erling Haaland is interested in joining Real Madrid when he leaves Manchester City when his contract expires in 2027. That's believable, or you think that's some bullshit?
Believable.
Hold on, what did you say?
He's interested in joining Real Madrid when he leaves Manchester City in 2027 when his contract's up.
Believable. He's saying De Bruyne's got about 3 good years left. I like Jude Bellingham. He looks awfully nice.
I'm gonna say bullshit. I think he likes. He seems like an English type of cat. He likes where he's at. I think
he was in Germany for a while prior. I'm telling you, he's writing on the wall. This is like LeBron after the 2014.
Oh,
and he's like, wow, Wade's knees are looking kind of wide. Kyrie, he looks like he's up and coming over there.
Are you predicting the fall of the Man City Empire?
Oh yeah, I mean it's been going on for so long, it's inevitable. It's gonna, you got a few more years. De Bruyne's over there, like De Bruyne, Rodri, like a lot of your main guys, Kyle Walker, like you guys are getting up there. Like you're talking about Son, these are all guys who are around Son's age. So yes, and Haaland looks around, he's like, I need help. Like he's not the type of guy. We talked about this last week. Like he's not the type of guy who's gonna do this on his own. He needs good chances from other people, and he finishes. So he's looking around like all the people who are giving me chances, they're older than me. I'm going to go to this team over here who's going to pay me just as much, if not more, and Real Madrid, and I'm gonna eat the same way I was in Man City. Of course it's believable. And it's not like he said he will. He just said he's interested. You don't think he's not interested in going to Real Madrid? Like, please.
Yeah. I mean, well, interest is the only thing, believable. But
also, like, low-key having to, like, live the whole year in England or live the whole year in Spain. I kind of feel everybody was like, yeah, I like that Real Madrid move, Like you get to go visit the beach cities in Spain, and like that's just your day-to-day life. I think that's the move for him. Because where else do you have to go? Like he's dominated cities so long. I think that's like the next step. All right,
Pep's not going to be there in 2027. Like, come on.
Yeah, it seems like Pep is on his way out. It does seem like that's sad though. Okay, I got another rumor mill. Tottenham are determined to prevent star right back Pedro Porro from joining Manchester City. who see him as a replacement for Kyle Walker. Think that's believable or bullshit that Tottenham are trying to stop them from taking Porro?
Of course it's believable. What kind of question is that?
It's a Rodney exclusive right here.
Of course it's believable. Porro was their best player today. He's their best player other than Son. Of course, of all the teams to not want to go to, it's going to be another Premier League team, let alone a team that's better than you. Of course. What kind of question is that?
But like, if you're Pedro Porro, where would you rather play?
I'm not Pedro Porro. I don't know.
That's why I asked you. I'm very aware you're not Pedro Porro.
What do you mean if I'm Pedro Porro? Where I want to?
You put yourself in his shoes.
Brad just wants a Tottenham fan to say that his players should go to Man.
I mean, what are we talking? I mean, we literally just had a question where I just said in 2 years all the players are going to be gone. I don't know if Man City is going to be the same desirable location it is right this very second.
So you think if Pedro Porro gets Man City coming calling, he's not going to say, hey, like, please make this deal. Like, let me go.
What do you think he's going to... I don't know. He might. But the question was, does Tottenham want it? That was the original question. Why are you moving the goalpost? Nothing ever involved Pedro Porro whatsoever. This is what Tottenham wanted. Tottenham doesn't want him to go to Man City. True.
Believable.
Fair enough.
Believable.
Okay. Last one.
If you want a better answer, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, we have one other segment to try called Talking Shit. Should they keep talking shit, or do they need to chill? Chelsea coach Enzo Maresco talking about his captain, Reece James. Captain, he said, I spoke with him and I expected more from him in terms of leadership inside the changing room, because you are the captain. You have to give more. You have to give more than the rest. And sometimes it's okay. And sometimes it's okay. I'm the captain. I can give less. Do you think it's cool for him to call out Reece James as captain like this? I have not heard that shit like that before, in sports, calling someone out like that. Brand new coach, too?
To be fair, the best player on your team, like, nah. Or is that just me? Like, I feel because I feel as though if he was if this was Palmer, if this was Jackson, we're not doing this. Also, I just think, like, I get where the coach is coming from, especially if you're going to be captain. I'm not mad at it. Like, I see what you're saying, but I'm not mad at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much to add. It's just like, he's a new coach. He's just trying to establish a culture, establish who he is. He's trying to, it's like a dick swinging contest. He's trying to prove something. And that's fine. It is what it is.
And who is James? Like, be real. Like,
James is nice. James is like discount Trent Alexander-Arnold,
Yeah, like, I'm not knocking, but, like, let's be serious here. Like, it's not like he said something about Palmer. Like, then it'd be like, whoa, be chill.
That's true. Like, how long before Palmer's the captain of that team?
Like, today, Palmer was so demonstrative when he did not get touches, and that is the shit I need, man. I just need my strikers, my attackers to be like, yo, put the ball here. Let me get chances. And what happened second half early? 2 minutes in. But never mind. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro. I think that, like, I think Chelsea, I think they're getting a top 4 spot. They look good. And they don't have to play any Champions League, so they're gonna stay healthy. Like, they've been resting Palmer in all the unimportant games. Like, Palmer is moving different. Like, some of those passes he was making from like the defensive midfield to set up goals.
The first goal, the first goal, the pass was I was like, yo, I didn't know you was doing that, playboy. Like, in the box, 15, 20 feet out, but man, with the left.
Yo, you gotta give the little Cole celebration. Come on, Randy, come on. You know he's nice.
Me and him in Central C, we in the club. All 3 of us. My Milano brothers. Y'all here.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I think we gotta watch Chelsea. I think we'll have some hot takes about Cole Palmer coming up. But yeah, fellas, I think that about wraps it up for our first ever episode. Fry Footy in the house. We'll be back next week. every week to talk about this, getting fried, talking about footy. Anything to add, gentlemen?
No, that's it. I'm just, let's keep the ball rolling.
You find us everywhere on Fried Footy.
I.e.
FOOTIE, Fried Footy. Enjoy. See you next week.